am so excited about this live. I cannot wait to show you these. OFIR is launching a new product and it's stinking amazing. So if you are on the replay, make sure that you hang around and see what all of the fuss is about on these, because you're gonna love them. I've been playing with them for a few days and they're so good. Hi, welcome to Thursdays with Ashley. We go live here every Thursday, or I go live here every Thursday. Look at me pretending like I'm a big operation or something. Every Thursday morning, I'm in here showing you something that I'm doing to get ready. Today, it is cheek tones from OFIR. These are brand new. They just released to their website. This is a new avenue that OFIR is experimenting with, and you guys, they are doing a great job. So I'm going to show you all of these. I'm going to pull them out. We're going to swatch them. I'm going to show you what they're all about, all that good stuff. So before we get started, I will tell you, before I came on here, I did go ahead and put on foundation. So I used the Skin Satin Foundation, also from OFIR, in the shade Praline. And then I did just a little bit of bronzer to kind of contour, okay? But that is all that's on my face at this moment. I did not do concealer today because I put the foundation on and I was kind of liking the way it looked. So I just left it at that. I'm also going to grab my OFIR brush that is for applying cream products. You can use whatever brush you have, but OFIR has an amazing line of makeup brushes, and we're going to use their brush with theirs since we're using their product today. Before I go any further, I am going to just sit here and kind of wait for a second. If you are here, something is going on. If you are here, and can you drop a comment? Okay, the screen is not liking me today. So I am not seeing any comments. I don't know if that means there aren't any or if they are not showing. Sometimes Facebook hates me. So I don't know. Millennials should not be influencers. Here we are. So these are the cheek tones. They released 3 shades. Okay, I see y'all now. Sorry, I was just having a little meltdown there, but all good. We're good. OFIR is also going to be here with us today. I'm sort of waiting on them to log on because, and you know, anytime that they are here means that we're going to give away something. So, you know, tag a friend, call your mama, call your sister, and send them the link to this video so they can come in and watch, and then you can both get entered to win one of these for free. All right, so they came in 3 shades. This is the original release of this. This one is called Watermelon. So what these are is they are cream blush sticks. Ugh. Look how pretty. This one, they're also pretty. This one's called Watermelon. This one is called Pink Apple. Look how beautiful. And then it's a little bit more of a peachy tone. For whatever reason, my light is making it look a little more pink, but it's kind of peachy. Hi, Teresa. Hey, Mom. My mom is here. And then Raisin. This one is probably my personal favorite. This is just I love this as this kind of family of shades. If you've ever used the berry lipstick from OFIR, I love that one too. And it's kind of a similar tone to this. So these are the 3 shades of them. And I went ahead and did my foundation and my bronzer. Let me tell y'all a fun little story. So yesterday I woke up at 3 a.m. in Dallas, and then by lunch I was sitting on my couch in Tennessee. But we spent about 12 hours in Dallas, Texas this weekend. No joke. We landed at 4 p.m. and we were back on a plane by 4 a.m. the next morning to do a TV taping. So the morning that we left home to go to Nashville to hop on a plane and go to Dallas, I did my makeup at 6 o'clock that morning, I believe. We landed in Dallas, and I used OFIR. we landed in Dallas at 4 p.m. I walked in a dressing room and like reapplied my lipstick, and then they have a makeup person there for for their TV station. And I walked into the makeup room and sat down, and she was like, "Girl, you don't even need me. Did you say you did this makeup at 6 a.m.? I was like, "Yes, I did." And she goes, "What is it?" And I was like, OFIR. She had never heard of it before. But I got to share with her all about OFIR because, listen to me, if you need a makeup that lasts a long time and looks fantastic the whole time it's on, it's OFIR for the win. So anyway, I did my foundation and bronzer. That's all I have on. We're going to play with these shades today of cheek tones. And I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can use them. I stinking love cream products, and y'all know that if you've been here any amount of time, you know I love cream products. These are really good if you have like maturing, I hate the word aging, but maturing skin, or if you have more mature skin, cream products are going to be beautiful on your skin, but not, they don't settle into like fine lines and wrinkles as much. They keep you looking hydrated. They keep you looking dewy, kind of glowy, but I don't like to be sticky. And so these are really good for that. Like they're going to be really pretty, but they actually dry down to a matte finish. So you're going to have a glowy, dewy look, but it's also not sticky to the touch. Does that make sense? So these are really, really, really nice. Okay. Hi, y'all. I see y'all saying, hey Kayla, hey Doris, hey Donna, hi Kimberly. I'm so glad y'all are here. All right. If you're here with me live, drop a 1 in the comments. If you haven't said hi yet, and then if you're on the replay, drop a 2, and that just lets me know who came like after we got done. All right, so this is the watermelon shade. Give me just 1 second. Hold on. Okay. All right, this is the watermelon shade. Do you see how pretty these are? Love them. They're also buildable, so you can layer them. You can also use them with like the powder products that Launch has for your cheeks. I'm sorry, OFIR has for your cheeks. It all starts to run together sometimes, and that will make a really beautiful finish. And I'll show you like all of that. So this one is the Raisin. Stinking love that one. It's got a little more like purpley, mauvey like undertones. Love it, love it. And then this one is the Pink Apple. Yeah, love it. We're gonna put these on my cheeks, lips, and probably eyeshadow as well. So we're gonna use them everywhere. I'm gonna grab a little bit of micellar water and just wipe that off my hand so I don't get it everywhere. But these are gorgeous. They are so easy to use. I like when I can show you guys something that is really easy for you to do. Because I know that I have a lot of people on here that are like, I want to be like a girly girl, but I've never done a whole lot of that kind of stuff. And so help, you know, like what can I do that's really easy? All right, so I don't know which shade to use. Maybe we'll do the watermelon today. Just, I don't know, for fun. Let me see what I've got. Okay. Actually, you know what? My heart is telling me to use the Raisin. So we're going to do Raisin. So all you do with this, it's like a crayon, and it does twist to let more out. So it's a twist up product. And then all you do really is dab this on. Okay. And then I'm going to use, what did I do with that brush? Right in front of my eyes. Oh, bless my heart. Okay, then you're just going to use a brush to blend this in. I saw a girl on social media the other day, and she was just telling us all how, you know how our mamas taught us to smile and put your blush right there? She's like, don't do that. You put it up here. So I'm trying to like come up with the times, put my blush up here. So this is just the prettiest little dab of blush. If you want more, okay, you can do more. And you're just gonna dab this in. If you're asking me for my opinion, or my advice, I would say do not do your brush like this, dab it. Cream products work really well when you just like push them into your skin. They also look better the longer they sit on your skin. So these kind of makeup products are going to like look better as the day goes on. That makes sense. You know how like traditional like powder makeup, the longer the day goes on, the more like touch-ups you have to do. Cream, I love for the opposite reason of that, because it doesn't matter how long you wear it. It's like your skin is warm and the cream looks better the warmer it gets. So as the day goes on, it just looks better. So I don't see any reason why we can't mix these. So we're gonna just make our own shade today. So a little bit, just a little bit of the watermelon on top of that raisin. We're gonna see what happens. Y'all, I'm just playing. And I'm laying my blush right above where my bronzer is. Okay, what do you think? Isn't this gorgeous? Can you see the finish? Like, this is not sticky at all, okay? But it is hydrating. There's no powder on my face except that bronzer. I love these. All right, so that's literally how easy it is to use. I'm gonna also, let me grab. So this is the blush that I like to use from Why do I keep saying Launch? OFIR. This one is called Lychee, and it is just a really like light, can you see? It's just a really light pink. I'm gonna use a big old fluffy brush just to, if you are like, actually, I am just not going to not use powder on my face, okay? You can layer these very easily. You can just set your cream blush with the powder blush, okay? Then you have a powder finish, if that's what you like. And you can do these in any combination. Doesn't have to be like this or not like this. I'm just showing you like what you can do with these. Then you can take the pivot powders. I use my finger for this a whole lot, but just because, you know, I'm trying to like show you guys, you can use your finger, but just for the sake of being technical today, I'll use a brush. This is just a big old fluffy eyeshadow brush. And these pivot powders are highlighters. So you can also add your shimmer. It's not a lot. It's just enough to make you like glow. Okay, but these are so pretty. Okay, now just because I set that with a powder, I'm just gonna take my very loved OFIR setting powder. I love this product, and just set right here. Again, like all this is optional. You don't have to do powder. If you're like, I cannot use powder on my face, it settles, I don't like it, you don't have to do that. And those cheek tones are a matte finish, so they're not going to be sticky or like slide off or anything like that. I'm just gonna set my T-zone because that's where I tend to get oily, and that's also where I touch my face a lot. So what do you think? Aren't these gorgeous? I will show you a couple of other things. This is the raisin one. You can use this as lipstick. If you're like me and you're always trying to get out the door fast, how convenient is it to just grab this and like throw it on your cheeks, throw it on your lips? Super easy. These feel like a dream on your lip. It feels like almost like a chapstick, like it's very hydrating, but look at the pretty finish. And then you can also, listen, I'm all about killing two birds with one stone, right? You can totally use these everywhere. I love that about these, and I love it about the pivot powders. I've used the pivot powders as like a dusting over my lip gloss. I've used them as just blush. I've used them as eyeshadow. I've used them as everything. So you can pop these on just like a little natural. And then your makeup looks like, you know, like you want your makeup to kind of all go together. You want your cheek tones to match your lip tones to match your eye tones. Well, if you just use the same product on everything, then your face looks seamless. Like everything matches and goes together. Fantastic. I love that. All right. So these are the cheek tones from OFIR. Recap of the shades. This one is Raisin. Raisin is the one that I used. I used it on my eyes. I used it as a blush with a dab of watermelon on top. And then I used it as a lipstick. Raisin. This one is called Pink Apple. It's a little pinker like than the lid, if that makes sense. But it's more of a peachy tone. Pink Apple. And then we have the Watermelon. Okay. Watermelon is the really like pretty bright pink. Okay, so you're gonna want to run and grab one of these or all of these. If you're like me, you're just gonna add them all to your cart because why not? They're gorgeous and they have a million uses. So Watermelon, Pink Apple, Raisin. Okay, these are brand new. I don't know how many of them there are. I'm not 100% sure if they're limited edition. I don't know if they are going to sell out like super fast. I have no idea. So if you want them, go get them right now. And I left you a link in the description. These are absolutely beautiful. And I promise you, no matter like what kind of skin you have, if you're young, middle-aged, if you're older, if your skin is like really textured, or if it's really smooth, or if you're like me and you're getting all these beautiful little wrinkles in your forehead, and when you smile, your makeup sits in the lines and all of that, these are going to be your BFF, okay? Because cream is, hey, there's OFIR. You're here. I thought you maybe forgot me. We have been using the cheek tones this morning. Okay, so I am just about finished. So are we gonna pick a winner? Since you're here, I'm gonna wait and let OFIR just tell me what to do. I am like loving. It's okay. It's all right. I want to put this in my purse and carry it like a lip balm. I love it. So pretty. You can also do like a surreal shine on top if you like your lips to be like really glossy. So my foundation is the Skin Satin shade Praline. And then I use the bronzer, the baked bronzer. Mine is the shade Medium. And then the only other thing on my face is the cheek tones. That's it. I used it as an eyeshadow, I used it as a lip, and I used it as a cheek shade. And we set it with a really light pink OFIR blush. Hey, OFIR, no problem. All right, so really fast, we're gonna wait like 30 seconds on you to make sure that you shared this video. So make sure that you click the share button really fast, and we're gonna pick a winner to win one of these for free. And then OFIR will tell you how to get your free blush. All you have to do is follow the instructions in the Facebook comment. They will tag you and show you what to do. Hi, Lori, I'm so glad you made it. But these are so good. While we're waiting, let's swatch them again just for the people who just got here. So Watermelon, Pink Apple, I love these. And this one is Raisin. Raisin is the one that I used today. These are the 3 shades. I'm gonna go ahead and say first 3 shades because I'm just gonna trust that OFIR is not done with cheek tones, that there will be like a million more shades of this because who doesn't need these? I used it as a lip color and a cheek color and an eye color today. You can do anything with this. And if you don't like a cream finish, or these are a matte finish, but if you are just The old habits die hard. If you just cannot live without powder on your face, you can set them with the setting powder. You can set this with a, like, it's not sticky at all, but you can set it with a powder eyeshadow if you wanted to. Totally fine. You can also set them with the pivot powders, which, holy moly, these are like, if you use OFIR, girl, you need to have these. They're the highlighters. So you can do that. You can use a powder product to set them, or you can just leave them like they are, cream to matte finish. They're just a really good versatile product, especially if you are like me and you're trying to get out the door in just a little bit of time, but you still want to look cute. These are really easy to do. You can just throw this one thing in your makeup bag, then you got your blush, your lip, your eyes, your everything like taken care of. Super easy. All right. Yeah. I'm waiting. Who's winning? Thank y'all so much for sharing. Thank you for being here. We go live on this page. I keep saying we. I go live on this page every Thursday morning at 9 o'clock Central. So if you're Eastern, that's 10 o'clock. And if you're any other time zone, don't ask me because I have no idea and I'm the worst at time zones. But 9 a.m. Central every Thursday, I go live and it's either hair or makeup usually. It may be something else sometimes, I don't know. But we do it at least once a week on Thursdays. And then, you know, other little bit of times throughout the week, sometimes we may go live. But that's my definite on the calendar every week. I'm going live on Thursday morning. So make sure that you follow this page and set it to where you get notifications, or set a reminder on your phone so every Thursday morning you're reminded to come watch. A lot of times OFIR or Lange or whoever I am talking about that day is with me, and that means we do a lot of fun giveaways, and I'm going to show you like little hair hacks and little face makeup hacks. And so it's a lot of fun, and I love it when you guys are here. So make sure that you get yourself reminded to come back every Thursday morning. I know you don't know, but that's my mama. My mama won a free blush. Yay! Okay, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope that you get all of the cheek tones. If you didn't win them, I hope you go buy them, because listen, this is gonna change your makeup bag forever. They're so good. I've already been grabbing for these like every day and just popping that bad boy on my lips. So easy, so creamy, so beautiful. If you have any other questions about anything about these cheek tones or anything OFIR related, go ahead, post those in the comments, and we'll come back and answer, and you know, make sure that you get on the right direction with ordering or whatever. If you need a color match for OFIR, you can do that right on their website. That is one thing that I get a lot of questions about. You can go to OFIR's website. They have a color match tool on their website, so you can like even type in like whatever brand and shade of makeup that you're already using, and they'll tell you what to buy in their makeup. So super easy, super fun. OFIR is making all of our lives a little bit simpler. Thank y'all so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you next Thursday.